This is Piney Prepper Bill. Today is Saturday, April 25th. I'm here in New Jersey at the Caranza Memorial. There's a lot of people sitting in their cars. They won't come out. It's ridiculous. A lot of people are saying this is bullshit, and I'll give them an opportunity to talk on camera. Say, Governor Murphy, this is bullshit. They all got stuff to say, but they won't do it on camera. So I'll talk to probably 20 different people, and they won't go on camera. So, but there's people out here walking in the woods. There's people taking pictures and driving through, and a bunch of sheep down there sitting in their cars with their masks on, just looking like, oh my God, there's people outside. Nobody will go on camera. Prepper Bill. Today it's still Saturday, April 25th, 2020. I wanted to make a video today. I keep wanting to make a video on my greenhouse, but I get so pissed off and so sidetracked, I make videos on the dodo birds in society and the sheeple. So that's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to make a video on that purposely, but nobody will talk to the camera. I was going to go with Dave Hicks from Zoom Truth. As far as I know, he was going to the governor's house today to make a statement, but I'll probably get a phone call for bail money because I think he was going with pitchforks, sharpened pitchforks to give to people. So how'd you make out, Dave? You still alive? You still at home, or are you in the pumpkin patch upstairs? Anyway, I'm going to make a video on my greenhouse this time. Now that I don't want to, I had other stuff, but nobody will talk to the camera. So this is my greenhouse. All right, this is the greenhouse I built a couple weeks ago. It's supposed to be 16 by 8, but the lumber I got was all different freaking sizes, so it's close. It's almost 16 by 8 foot. But I'm using 4 cattle panels that are, I think, 50 inches by, well, it's like 4 foot by 14 foot or 16 foot, which makes the bow. Shoot, it's hot in here. It is, it was like 85 degrees. But the other videos I was watching using the cattle panels, like 16 foot long, and if you go to the ground, it brings your height down. So the further you go, you know, the lower the ceiling is going to get. I wanted a lot of height, which I got, but I wanted it wide. I didn't want 7 foot to get like a 7 foot. So I raised the whole thing. I made a frame, and then I made another frame and just raised it up. I made like a 16 foot. Well, I used 8 footers, close to 8 footers. But what I did was I butted them together. And I used those plates to screw them together on both sides, top and bottom. And then what I did, I raised them up off the ground. Like, I think they're 2 foot high. I cut some 2x4s and put them like an inch down from the top. And that way I could lay the panel on top of them while I nailed them down. And then I put the panels in. And every so often, metal baling wire, and I just wrapped them around and just kept tightening them. And all the sharp edges, I've just put tape over it so I didn't rip the plastic. I took this black foam insulation that goes on, you know, water pipes and stuff. I put that on the 2 ends of the cattle panels to cover the, you know, just protect the plastic from ripping. And then when I cut the plywood for the walls, I put the walls on the inside a little bit. I moved them in a little bit so I had a little bit of an overhang, and I put this on the inside of the wood, or on the outside of the wood, on the inside of this, to keep it from ripping. So I have an overhang to keep the rain and stuff from going inside the plywood in the back. One thing different that I did, of course now plane's flying, right? The one thing I did was I pulled the plastic inside. I went over the outside, brought it in, and this is a little long. I mean, I could probably trim it, but I just pulled it in, put a little bit of tape on the panels to keep it. But this way the wind, the rain, everything's going to hit this, the wall, but the rain will go straight down. It won't come in. You know what I mean? I tucked it all inside. And this is the back side. I just, you know, fished it in from the back, pushed it in, pulled tight, put some tape. Of course, some of the tape's coming off. And I could probably cut this back a little bit, or I could have brought it in and stapled it to here. But I got this. It's pretty tight. Those two panels are good. These two got bent. That one, I tried straightening out, and no matter what I did, I saw videos of people picking these cattle panels up, putting them in a pickup truck, straight in. You got an 8-foot bed, you put it in the 4-foot way, you flip it up so it goes from the front to back, and you got a big arc. I figured that was easy. That's what I wanted to do. When I went to pick them up, the guy at Tractor Supply, nope, we do it all the time. You put them in sideways, and you put them in like a cone, and they were like tacos. You put one in, another one, another one, another one. You know what tacos are like when you get them out of the box? The bottom one's fat, and then each one goes inside. It gets thinner and thinner and thinner. 2 of them weren't too bad. That one was bent like frickin' like that, like an A. I had it out, I bent it the other way, but no matter what I did, I still got that frickin' bow. It is what it is. Now I raised it up a little bit, 2 foot. The cattle panel starts at the top. I drape the plastic down. We just got a load of dirt or soil, topsoil, whatever. We covered it up. And my wife saw the video where people are planting stuff in pools, something that's cheap. We had these for the pig, for Millie. She planted stuff in here, but I think they're kind of shallow. I don't think they're going to work. And of course, right after she planted them, the chickens went in there and ripped everything out, so just threw that around it. And of course, you can see what the pig did. Millie just came out here like a plow, was plowing everything up. Won't go where we want him to go, but he can sure make a frickin' mess out of the yard. But I put, even though it's covered with the plastic, in case we ever want to open it, I put this screen on the inside, so if we ever got to open this up for some reason to let air in, we can. You know, maybe I'll just, you know, build a frame and open it up with plywood or something, just to let airflow in there if we have to. And at first, I just had a one-piece door, but when it got real hot in there, for working in there, planting stuff, when we opened the door, the pig got in there, started digging a hole in here. The chickens came in, started ripping shit up. So I just moved the hinges, took the cutter, cut down here, and I just put a piece back here so we can keep that closed, still let air in and out if we have to, let the bees in to pollinate, or close them both. So there's some spinach. Got spinach growing in that one. I think that's onions. They're starting to come up. Now these green wire shelves, I saved them from last year. We bought a little greenhouse that blew away, I think, after the first week. Thing was a piece of crap. But I saved the shelves and had them in the garage, but now we're using them in the greenhouse and they work out perfect. Those store-bought ones are just junk. But we got all kinds of stuff growing in here. We got cabbage. That's coming up. I'm not sure what all this other stuff is. She just planted these. What's that say? I can't read her writing. Lettuce, maybe? I don't know, she's looking at different ways of growing stuff from different YouTube channels. We got all kinds of stuff growing here. What's that? Super beefsteak onion, tomatoes. They're not looking too good, whatever they are. So, this is our greenhouse. It was cheap. It was probably about $300, something like that. Cattle panels were like $25 a piece. The wood was probably about $100, $200, something like that. But this is what we got for now. It's a work in progress. We just got a load of the soil. I'm gonna put some raised beds out here, fence it in, keep the deer out. Last year, 2 years, we had stuff that grew back there, stuff that grew up here. Some stuff made it, some shit didn't. And as soon as we came out to pick it, the deer ate everything. So we gotta close this in from the pig to chickens. Chickens are over there ripping shit apart. The other one's getting ready to knock my camera over. So that's what I got for now. This is Pawnee Prepper Bill. Until the next video, I'll talk to you later.